Good morning. Welcome to the Obachanchatter, and I'm here to catch up on all the recaps I'm behind. And let me start off with probably the worst one. This New York, this Real Housewives of New York, season 15, episode 8, Birds of a Feather, gossip together. Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna say this might be my last. This probably my last episode. I'm just sick of this. No, it's not gonna be my last episode because I heard the last episode of this series is the best one because Uber and Brent I think get in a fight or allegedly get on a fight on an airplane from some trip they're coming from. So anyway, all the ladies are sitting around on a soccer room floor or whatever discussing or the dodgeball hall or wherever they had discussing this thing about Rebecca. And Rebecca said, "I don't know who know, but y'all need to be quiet because my husband doesn't know yet." So she's still playing this prank with them. So we hear Bren saying, "Yeah, I heard that her and her husband like to play Russian roulette, and there's baby out there, but they don't know who the father is, but." I don't want that on. So Jen said, I don't know what's going on, but I wouldn't be talking about people's relationships, especially not their marriages. She said she don't want that on her. Because when she found out that she was pregnant, she was like, by somebody else. So anyway, what it is that Rebecca and Erin wanted to know who's the leaky pigeon in the group. So they start talking about what's what. They wanted to know, so this is supposed to be a prank. But the ladies is not really looking at it like a prank. Like for instance, Sai and Brenda taking it as a test, and it was a test to see, to feel like if they could be if they could be trusted or not. So anyway, Raquel was talking to them. Somehow or another, the groups got split up because they started doing separate stuff, and Raquel was talking to Rachel, telling her about the no, when they're all when they were all in the gym together, Raquel says that she was just listening, looking at Bryn, because Bryn was like, yeah, telling shit, and she said, ooh, with the combination that when she went on a double date with Erin and her husband, she decided that she can't tell Bryn nothing. So Uber said that they knew not to come, especially Erin, not to come tell her that shit because she wasn't gonna go for no, that shit wouldn't have went nowhere. And she said she should be the last person she come tell. She said she know what pigeons to get to tell that shit to. So after the ladies start discussing stuff and they find out that it's a prank, they don't really think they didn't think it was a funny prank. They all just kind of looked at each other kind of crazy. And Aaron said, well, y'all know, if y'all told me something, I would never tell. If y'all told me not to never say nothing about something, I would never tell it. But I was like, but if I tell you something, you should never even want to tell it. Why I gotta tell you before I tell you something not to tell nobody? I don't want no friend like that. I think I got a friend that should know that with business of mine that I'm not cool with being let out to other people. So Uber started hollering at Aaron and she looked a little bit scared. And she was like, bitch, take that shit back right now. You don't got no secret on me. And if you got a secret on me, you tell the group right fucking now. She was like, okay, okay, I ain't got you lying bitch. She said, I ain't got no secret on you. So Bryn said that she thought it was cool when she thought it was a prank because like they did a prank at her house with the roaches and the dessert and she said so I thought this would be like a second one, prank to see what's what. And she said, but it's starting to feel like it's a test and you don't test your friends. So Joss will come out and confess that she told her mother and the ladies laughed. So it's like, why would you tell your mother? I guess she needs somebody to tell, but that's how rumors fucking go. So all jokes aside, or whatever they thought was a joke, wasn't to a couple of the ladies. Erin is really pregnant. So Sai said that she think that they were a little bit tone deaf in this prank because the three women in the group want to have children, and I think Jocelyn starting to feel like it was like a test too. And then she said if it was a joke, if it's a joke or supposed to be funny, that it wasn't funny. Nobody thought that shit was funny. I don't think they did. I didn't think it was funny. So Bren meets up with Jocelyn to have drinks at some pier near something with sailors, and they start talking, and Jessel tells Bren about her and Papa and the baby talk, and they might go through the therapy talk, and Bren is asked the questions by Jocelyn. Is she serious about anybody, about seriously having a baby? She said she glad she froze 15 eggs, but now she got to do her version of entrapment. Like I guess like Jessel taking Papa to therapy is like his entrapment to trick him, you know, the not entrap him, but give him to thinking about having the baby. And then that's what Brent said she gonna do a form of entrapment, but it's just co-parenting. She said she's always been interested in co-parenting before being married. So anyway, some dudes cross from the table and they flirt with them a little bit. You know, hey, we wanna go with y'all. Where y'all going? Hell's Kitchen or something, man. They just laugh and go about their business. So Jen is in her at home in her mirror talking shit about the dodgeball game, trying to cover up her eye because Brent tore her damn eye up. Yes, she did. She tore her eye up with that ball, and I think under her breath, Jenna called Brent a little bitch, which she is. I don't take it back. I won't. So, what else goes on? This boring ass show. So, what else happened? So they talk about that. Um, damn, was there anything else? Damn, some on the notes I took. That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. I think I had some more notes. This show really bores the fuck out of me. I ain't lying. So anyway, this was okay. Okay, I know what happened now. The ladies wind up splitting up, and I think it's Sai and Brand, and they go to a some kind of like a they go to a oh Raquel and damn, I'm sorry, y'all. I lost my whole sheet of notes. Raquel and Mel, they go to like a sex shop because they're trying to find stuff for their bachelor party, their bachelorette party, whatever. It's going to be held. It's going to be it's ballroom style. Ballroom style meaning underground. It's something that the LGBTQ community created years ago by gay men. So and I guess that's like chaps and all types of shit. Y'all seen them things where they underground with them little lights and shit flicking off and on. So she wanna have that type of party. And Mel was a little bit nervous. They in there hitting each other with flogs and shit because you know they're in a sex shop. And Mel is asking her, what about your mother? And she's like, man, my mom ain't coming to this. And I'll get say your mama's really if she come and she see you walking around with your future wife with a noose with a leash around her neck and you run that spiking her on the ass, I can tell you she is going if she comes, she turning around. So she said her our mother's not a part of her life and she said she's not gonna hide who she is. So bet that. So after that, I think it's they all minus Mel. It's Raquel, Sai, Bryn, and I think that's not Jocelyn. And somebody else with them. I can't think of what her name is right this minute, but they're all together and they go to another like sex toy or adult store, and behind the adult store and the inside and the back, it's it's like a Dave and Buster's, but it's an adult Dave and Buster's where you like pull dick holes and how many dicks can you throw in the hole and all kind of stuff. So they play games and they laugh and they have fun. Oh, it's Uber with them, and then they sit down and they start talking about this pregnancy prank thing, and they start getting mad because the story that Bryn tells that she was a part of the whole prank. But Raquel said no, you wasn't, because when she was telling me how evil and mean of a person you are, to be telling, for you to be telling somebody personal business, they had a baby by outside their marriage and you running around with that. I was like, I ain't never telling this bitch none of my business. So Uber and them started laughing. So Uber said she didn't come tell me because she know I wasn't gonna say shit. And she said that, and then Uber confirms what Brent said. She had to know that the joke, she had to know there was a prank, because Uber said as soon as I walked into the dodgeball place, Bryn told me in my ear that don't say nothing, but it was just a prank. And she said, and Uber said, I think she said she glad that she did tell her, because she said she wasn't down with this type of shit. So Raquel said, well, why is she trying to say that it's you that's the person when it's actually her that's the person? So they say that Aaron is trying to throw the scent off of her. So we see Aaron in several situations, explaining it to Raquel and Mel, then explaining it to Jocelyn and telling it to Jocelyn and Bryn, and so on, so on. So they trying to say that the person in the group that can't be trusted is Aaron. And I do believe that Aaron run her mouth too damn much. She talk a lot, and then she be offended when people say shit like when Rebecca was doing such a good job on the prank. I remember hearing Aaron say, she's good at acting, Rebecca. Must be classes at Scientology or some shit. Something smart she always gotta say. And then I ain't gonna tell no lie. She is expecting, and to God be the glory, everything her baby be okay, everything with her pregnancy and her family be okay. But she shouldn't have had no baby. She don't even like Gabe. And Gabe, she don't really like Gabe. They ain't, to me, you can see they got problems in their marriage, and everybody see it. Why he married? Why they have another baby so they can just tied to each other for a little bit longer? Then we see Papa and Jessel with their therapy session about them trying to communicate better. That's what she explains that she wants. And then right off the bat, the therapist seemed to get Papa. He was like, because Papa brought all his food and shit in honor of his therapist living in Mexico to tears and shit. And anyway, the doctor told him next time leave the food when he come. He started laughing. He said he think that Papa do a lot of things that he do, like make jokes and shit. It's because he nervous. It's a way of avoiding stuff. It's a method of avoiding things, making shit out of jokes. But shit is not held lightly to him. He takes stuff to heart. So it came out that it is true that financially, he worrying about, he doing the math in his head. It's easier to get 4 tickets than it is to get 5, or he just, or it's easier to get 2 seats together than it is to get 3. He was doing that type of shit. He said, I think he said he rational, he's something. So anyway, she feels good. Jessa feels good about the conversation because they were actually having a conversation, and the idea of having the baby has moved from 100% no to 99% maybe no, 1% maybe yes. So Jessa says as long as she got her Louis Vuitton in the door, she can see it happening. Okay, what else? Jessel and her mom, Aaron and her mom and their children all meet like some kind of place to play. And they talk about the same stupid ass rumor that ain't real, this prank, and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to talk about it. But they're all trying to figure out who the pigeon is. And it looked like it's Aaron. And it's right after Aaron is Bryn. So this show boring as fuck. I'm just saying. And then they making up storylines. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just might tune in for just the very last episode, but we'll see. If you don't hear me saying nothing about this shit next Tuesday, it's because I wasn't watching it. So anyway, or was it Wednesday? Come on, I don't even know. So anyway, listen, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me, and I'm glad that you were. And I'll see you in a little bit. Bye now.